CVS does take UPS. Keep that in mind. I bought a bottle of water because I was thirsty. $2 bottle of water. This is my receipt. $2, a $2 bottle of water. I'm using up my last block of vacation time for this year, and I'm on day 3 of a 5-day weekend. Today is Monday, and we're going to go out for a little ride. I have some packages to drop off, so I figured it's a good excuse to take the Sherman, right? Mount up the Sherman with my freshly installed Shane pads, and we got some stuff to talk about, right? At least I do. I always have something to talk about. All right, I just passed Cindy as she was arriving. I was leaving. And as usually is the case, she was thrilled to see I was doing this on the electric unicycle. Always gives her a great sense of security and confidence when she sees me leaving on the EUC. I think you should be used to it by now, right? It's been, what, 5 years or whatever? All right, so this is my first time on the Sherman with the Shane pads on the open road with my Leatt shin guards. I was kind of curious how they would interact with the pads, but I was worried actually that they might get hung up or something, or might not fit well, but it feels fine. I think we're good. So yeah, I'm just doing a little errand run. I have a couple packages in my backpack, something for Becky, and I'm returning my old Comcast Xfinity modem. I have the X-Fi Gateway. I got an updated version of one that has a greater speed. You know, because you know me, I'm all about speed, man. I need more speed. I need more speed in my EUCs and my internet connection. You name it, I want it faster. That's the way it is. And I'm dying. You're going to be riding to Dunkin' Donuts, you know, the Dunkin' Donuts that you guys are all familiar with, the one that's 10 miles away. Although I'm not going to be getting coffee there. Our closest post office is located right across the street, so I'm going to be dropping off a package at the post office and then trying to go to a UPS shipping location because I have a UPS package to drop off as well. So that's the plan. I might, depending on the time, I might see if we get, or if Cindy wants Dunkin' Donuts on the way back, maybe I could stop at the closer one on the way back, possibly. Although the helmet I have on is not made for drinking Dunkin' Donuts. I'd have to just hold on to it until I get home. So there's been a lot of stuff to talk about lately. You know, I did my little quick satirical video about the new Gotway standards. You know, the recommendations, you know, like charging the wheel outdoors, changing the batteries every year, having a water-based fire extinguisher for a lithium fire, which is like the worst advice you could give. Yeah, all kinds of silly stuff. I mean, there was some stuff in that list that was, you know, common sense. You know, if the wheel's beeping, slow down, and a few other things like that. But that document was very clearly just a attempt to CYA, cover their ass, cover your ass. To, you know, if another issue comes up, you know, where it burns up a container or, you know, something else horrible happens, someone gets maimed from the wheel cutting out, they can say, hey, you know, we published these guidelines, you didn't follow them, so too bad, so sad. I do like that little boost off the line. You know, I was at the stop sign or stoplight there and leaning into the pads, and I was accelerating at the same rate as the vehicles around me, at least for a brief period of time. Some more interesting news was I saw that Gotway, the Goat, has announced that they are starting to utilize a revised version of the hollow motor. Instead of having an opening that's like the size of a softball, now it's more, I don't know, the size of a racquetball. I guess they have seen the error in having such a huge bearing and durability problems that have been associated with it, so they're using a smaller one that'll still allow them to pass larger wires through, and hopefully it still has similar strength when it comes to the pedal mountings. You know, one of the things that people do like about hollow motors is it eliminates, you know, people that do a lot of jumping, you know, Mike Leahy's, and just people that do normal jumping, is a hollow motor design is much more resilient as far as that kind of stuff goes. You know, you don't have to worry about breaking the axle. So I'm curious if this smaller hollow motor setup will have that same benefit. I guess it's to be determined, right? The announcement that I saw referred explicitly to the Monster Pro using that design, but I understand that I believe all of the hollow motor wheels are going to eventually transition to this smaller bearing design. I know I was talking to Ulf, and he's getting an EXN shortly, and he is expecting it to have that smaller hollow motor in it as well. He's going to actually open it up and verify that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. You know, hollow motors, deservedly so, have gotten a bad rap as far as their water resistance goes and durability goes. So if this is a happy medium, great. Hope it's a good solution. I was next to this dump truck that you see coming up on me now. I was able to out-accelerate that by a mile, as you can imagine. Man, lots of shit in the bike lane. Lots of shit in the bike lane. Like I said, I haven't done this ride in a long time, which seems crazy because it seemed like in the past I was doing a Dunkin' Donut ride like every week. Every weekend I was doing one, and no. I bet it's been at least 2 months since I've done this, and possibly longer. It's kind of crazy. I want to mention on the 3D printed store, eucarmy.com, I am currently running a 25% off special on all of my remaining 3-point whatever stands that I have up there. I'm working on a tweaked version of it, so I'm dropping the price on the ones that I have of the old style, which work perfectly fine. I've sold hundreds of them, and I have some in my hobby room that I've been using for 3 years plus. So they're fine, but I am trying to clear out that inventory so I can start using this new design exclusively. So if you want to get a good deal, head over to eucarmy.com. Another new and first that the Abrams is going to be offering is this going to be a 120 volt wheel, the first production wheel to run at 120 volts. A lot of people assumed that the higher voltage means that this thing was going to set new speed records, and I guess time will tell. But I mean, to be honest, it's a bit of a head scratcher for me. I mean, it looks cool, but oh wow, got some nasty wind going between the vehicles going by, and I'm running into a pretty significant, slightly cross headwind. Got to focus here a little bit. All right, nice to get off of Mockley Road. I always enjoy getting on the little side path here. Whoa, got to get my carving muscles acclimated once again, right? So anyways, yeah, the Abrams, veteran Abrams. I don't know. I'm just kind of lukewarm about the idea. I mean, the pricing of electric unicycles nowadays is just insane because of raw material pricing, chip availability pricing, the astronomical increase in shipping and transportation costs. It's just crazy, guys. And to introduce a wheel that's even bigger, that's going to cost a fortune. I didn't see the price, but I mean, again, it's probably a $4,000 wheel. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the rest of the community feels, but I would have been a lot happier if Veteran would have went for something more affordable, but still built with the same kind of mindset and durability and quality components that the Sherman has. And along with that announcement, I heard someone say that, or I heard a rumor that they might stop production of the Sherman altogether because they've had such an issue with parts availability. that would be a bummer for anyone wanting one. They've already raised the price of it nearly $1,000 from when it was first introduced. So if you need any more proof of the kind of inflation that's going on, there you go. It's insanity. I mean, I really yearn for the days where for $2,000 you could get yourself a 100-volt MSX with an 1,800 watt-hour battery. It just isn't happening anymore. Those of you that have been following the saga of me selling my nearly brand new Tesla Model Y to Vroom, you'll have seen that I wrapped that deal up officially the end of last week. The car loan and my funds are both completed. Car's paid off, I have my money, so that was very fortunate. And I'm not used to being very financially lucky. It seems like I have a lot of unfortunate things that when it comes to investments. One of my investments over the years was I bought some vacant land in Lehigh Acres back in 2003 during the first boom down here in Southwest Florida. Everything was just appreciating at astronomical rates. I bought 2 lots at that time for a little more than $50,000. And back then, there was a period of time shortly after I bought them that I could have sold them for 50% more than what I paid. Plus, probably. Hey, hey, that building over there, that's our new tax collector building, by the way. I'm gonna be working on setting that thing up in the upcoming months. So anyways, yeah, I've owned these lots since 2003. Could have made 50% on them, but instead, those of you that, well, I guess it was everywhere, but in Southwest Florida especially, the real estate market, when it cratered so damn fast, it was ridiculous. Everybody was sprinting to try to get out of these investment lots, just trying to dump them. All of a sudden, there's a million of them on the market. I tried to get out of it, I never could. I've been holding them for the last 18 years. For most of those 18 years, they have been worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000 to $5,000 each. Aww. Huge loss. Lately, as everybody knows, real estate has rebounded in a dramatic way. So the prices of the lots that I own have gone up, but not nearly as much as everything else, unfortunately. But they seem to be appreciating at least to the point where I can sell it and not lose a fortune. This lot that I'm selling, I'll lose about $9,000. The way I look at it is I can lose that money, I can write it off on my taxes, and the rest I can apply to the home equity line of credit that I originally bought the lots with way back when. So yeah, it'd be great if that happened as well. I'd be happy to get rid of at least one lot, and if not both of them, because they've recently raised the property taxes by more than double in the last tax year. So I am looking to get out of them however possible. It is nice that they put in this alternative path here for this section of the ride. It used to be I was riding that section up there that has no bike lane and no appreciable shoulder. So for like this half-mile segment, I would just be doing a kamikaze run, trying to stay as far right as I could, hoping I didn't have an asshole that wanted to, you know, buzz me. But now I have an alternative, a much safer alternative for this section. Actually, this actually will take me all the way to Dunkin' Donuts. There it is, good old Dunkin' Donuts. You've seen me ride to dozens of times, probably. To be quite honest, Cindy and I, we really don't even like going to that one anymore. They've totally changed out the staff. Like, we used to know the majority of the people that worked at that location. For whatever reason, people leaving, cleaned house, I have no idea what went on, but everybody in there is new. And we have not been all that impressed with the replacements, so, oh well. Change happens, right? All right, let's drop off the first package. Here's your package, Becky. One of the nice things about these pads is it gives you a nice surface to lean the wheel against the wall. It feels a little bit more stable doing it that way. Sweating like a pig, man. As soon as you stop, you begin to sweat. All right, so I just need to, the other place I'm gonna go is across the street. I think they take UPS packages, hopefully. Let's roll. Ah, wind. All right, damn it. That place does FedEx drop-offs, not UPS. I kind of remembered that, but I wasn't 100% sure. Now I'm sure. So we're gonna go to the next shopping center and see if I can have any luck. Son of a gun. I dropped off the mail, but I think I'm gonna have to go to the UPS store next to NCH to drop off this package. She's gonna love that message. I just looked it up on Google and it says that CVS accepts UPS, which I did not know. So that's not too far. I go right past it actually. So let's head that way. Here we are. CVS does take UPS. Keep that in mind. I bought a bottle of water because I was thirsty. $2 bottle of water. This is my receipt. A $2 bottle of water. I gave Cindy's number. She's part of the rewards program, and I guess every time you buy something, they give you like 3 feet of coupons. And today was no different. Even though I just bought a $2 bottle of water with cash, not a credit card. Gonna drink up and head back. Realized I don't have a transmitter on my neck. I'm not quite sure where it's at. Shit. I certainly hope it came off at home. That would suck. I remember feeling something and hearing something at one point. But I just thought it was the backpack like kind of blowing around. So I really need to retrace it. Shit.